What's going on, everybody? It is WildWilly, and today, as you guys can see, it's a black screen, and there it is. We have a new player on the Hunter Classic, and I'm launching a brand new playthrough series for this 2020 this year, and it's going to be like a rookie hunter series where you guys can go ahead and see me how to really get into the Hunter Classic if anybody's new to this or anything else like that. I kind of want to do a new playthrough of this. I don't plan on spending EMs on this playthrough, but maybe here in the future, but we'll go ahead and see. So this is just gonna be a little tutorial on for all the new players that are coming to the Hunter Classic in 2020 and don't quite know where to kickstart yourself. Really jump into it and you don't really know what avenue to go to, what to buy first. You got weapons, clothes, collars, equipment, baiting, you got bows, rifles, shotguns, ammo. You got to buy your own ammo for all your weapons now anyways, and optics, and there's so much stuff. It could be very overwhelming. So this is just gonna be my point of view on what I would do if I'm starting off. So as you guys can see right up here, Alpine Settler, I did not pick this name. I think it was randomly generated, and my hunter score is 0. So the first thing you want to do, as soon as you do your tutorial, you end up harvesting a whitetail on Whiteheart Island, and it'll kick you back into this menu right here. The very first thing you guys want to go ahead and do is come over to your missions right here, come down to the whitetail deer, track, spot, and harvest a whitetail deer. You're going to want to go ahead and select all of these and activate them. So this is going to be the first thing you guys want to work on is missions. That's the way you can unlock gear for GMs and EMs. You have two currencies. GMs are what you earn from doing missions, and you can actually use that to buy equipment and other stuff to hunt with, which is really cool. It's an in-game currency, but you can go ahead and buy stuff with it. And then EMs are real money, and you just pay to win if you really wanted to, but that's not the point. So with those 3 missions selected, we can't gather or select any other missions until we do those first 3 missions. So once that is all said and done, you guys want to come up here to your game settings. Go ahead and just play around with your game settings some here. This is my settings as of right now. I never play around with them. It's what it's always been, and it's what it recommended when I first loaded up the game. Only time that those really need to get tampered with is on a lower end computer of some sort, and really the only time I've ever had anybody complain about settings on this is when you're hosting your own lobby, your own multiplayer lobby. So I'll get more into that stuff in the future and everything else like that. So here we are. So up here on the hunt now, you can go ahead and launch a single player game, which is what we're going to do today, and this is just you on your own server. Multiplayer game is where it gets a little confusing. This is you hosting a server, and you can select how many players, what like rank they are to join, everything else right here. Then right here is find a multiplayer game, and here is where you can join anybody who has a multiplayer lobby open. So if you have a buddy that's playing, you can go ahead and look for his name through here and go ahead and jump in and play with him. But today we're a rookie, we're starting off, we're going to jump into a single player game, and I would definitely strongly recommend, because we're going after whitetails, to go ahead and jump into Loggers Point, and I'm gonna set my time to about 7 o'clock here. It's all preference. I'm a morning hunter, and I'm gonna go ahead and start at the field lodge down here. And if you hover over top of that lodge right there, it'll go ahead and tell you what the lodge is about and what animals you are likely to find here. So we got mule deer, pheasant, feral hog, coyote, whitetail, cottontail rabbits, and bobcat. And I believe up top here too is another lodge you can spawn at, and it has everything except for pheasant and whitetail up at this top lodge. So let's go with the bottom lodge here. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my OBS scenes changed around and everything else like that. I'm gonna go ahead and boot up this game. So as soon as we get into the lobby, I'll go ahead and break down the inventory and what to expect and what you're gonna need for your first hunt. So we'll see you guys when we get in. All right, guys, so we're here. We just loaded in, and if you look down in the bottom corner, it says inventory, hunter mate, and the hunter mate is what you have in your hands. And we're gonna go ahead and, oops, I didn't want to do that, but we're gonna hit I is inventory. So we're going to jump right into this, and we don't have a advanced backpack, so we're already a little heavy right here. So this is where you're going to be looking right now as soon as you boot up your inventory. So they are kind enough to go ahead and give you a 243 bolt action rifle, a scope, and 30 rounds of ammo, which a good thing about the 243, the last time I checked, you don't have to buy the ammo for it because it is a beginner gun. Same with all your shotguns. So underneath here it says loadouts. You can customize those, and we'll get into that in the future. You guys don't even know about that. So this is your weight. This is how much you can carry on you at a time, and you can upgrade that. I believe you go up to 20 weight, I believe is what you can go up to. And we're at 97% full right now, and I'll get into that later. But here's your weapon. So any weapon you buy and you want to use is going to be underneath this tab right here. Over here, you got your ammo. And in order for you to get your ammo, you just go ahead and drag and drop into there. But I can't carry anymore because we got the shotgun, which I believe we have bird shot. So they're nice enough to give you bird shot, buckshot, and slugs. So it opens up a wide range of animals. And sorry, I got a burp. Kind of parched. Anyways, that opens up a very wide range of animals. So for your first hunt, I would definitely recommend to leave this on birdshot because you could run into pheasant and rabbit, and that's a great way to get some fast money, because when you shoot an animal and you sell it, male animals, and then all small game, I believe you get money for also. But anyways, we'll get into that when we go. So no scopes here. So we got our weapon, our ammo. Okay. And now we can jump over here to equipment. So under the equipment tab, they are very nice enough to give you a beautiful Polaroid camera, some water bottles. I will explain and get into that in the future, but we're not going to worry about that. So that's all they give us. And they're nice enough to give you a pair of binoculars, an 8x42 binoculars, which are a decent set of binoculars. And then it gives you a deer bleat call, and this goes ahead and this works for mule deer, whitetail, blacktail, and sika. So it opens up, like I said, you get a wide variety when you first start. So you can go ahead and harvest a lot of whitetails, blacktails, mule deer, and everything else. And again, that's why we're on this map, because there's coyote, bobcat, whitetail, mule deer that we can go ahead and harvest with this 243. So that's a great thing to keep in mind. And then under clothes right here, they give you some nice, beautiful forest green stuff with no additives on it or anything else to help with being silent. But they're nice enough to give you a set of winter clothing also for when you play White Rime, which you don't really have a weapon to really play White Rime yet. You can use the shotgun, but we'll get into that stuff in the future. But let's go ahead and get right into the hunt here. So number 1 on your keyboard is going to go ahead and be your 243. You load 1 bullet in and 1 bullet at a time for this 243. So then we can go ahead and hit number 2 on our keyboard. That's going to go ahead and load up our single shot shotgun here. And I love this single shot shotgun even for on my main character, because anytime we do any small game hunting, we use a 410 single shot. It's just how we do it in my family. So the number 3 is actually going to be where your pistol is equipped when you unlock a pistol. So your binoculars are going to be automatically on number 4. And you can go ahead and God, there's no zoom. So in order to look down them, you're going to go ahead and right click on your mouse, and it's going to go ahead and look right down the sights, or right down the binoculars for you. And then number 5 is actually going to be our bleat call. So you go ahead and push the shoot button, which is the left mouse button, and it goes ahead and makes a nice sound to go ahead and attract ear. So, and when you're at a lodge or at your tent and everything else, you can go ahead and hit F3 on your keyboard. Oh, no. Yeah, F2. My bad. Not F3. F2. It goes ahead and puts you in this little mode right here, so you can go and check out your guy. You can go and scroll wheel. If you hit space, you can go ahead and take a profile picture like that, put it on your profile. Cool. So now they all know what we look like and how big of a noob we are. All right. So first thing is first. You guys, I'm sure I don't need to explain how to walk. WASD, forward, backwards, left, and right. But one thing to remember on a standard setup, if you don't have any different keybinds, you are, and tab is to go to your hunt mate in order to harvest an animal. So you go ahead and hit W, you're walking, you hit Q, it's gonna go ahead and auto walk for you, hands free, we're auto walking. So if you hit the left control, it's gonna crouch, hit it again, you're gonna go prone, and then shift to go back to crouch and to stand back up. Pretty simple. A lot of multiplayer games, a lot of shooters, a lot of games in general just have this kind of ability to move around. And then C is gonna go ahead and be your run. You're gonna want to use this the least as possible because it spooks animals like crazy, and it's just really, it gets you around fast, but you're gonna be spooking them when you're running around because you're being so loud. So here's another good point. M, map. Here you go. Here's the map. You can go ahead and drag it around. You use scroll wheel out, and here is what we're gonna do on today's hunt. Because we need to find some whitetails, we spawned in right down here, and you can go ahead and hit draw, but remember, every once in a while you gotta let off of it, or else the line will keep following itself around like this, like Pac-Man or something. But we're gonna come up here, we're gonna come through here, we're gonna scope out this area through here for some whitetails. There's whitetails, rabbits, pheasants, mule deer, wild boar, well, pigs, you could say, feral pigs all over through this area. So we're gonna go ahead and slowly make our journey. I would definitely recommend, you know, it might be slow for some people, but you're definitely gonna want to walk, which is you're gonna want to walk nice and slow, and glass. A lot of glassing comes out of this game until you get a call. And when we receive our first call, you guys will go ahead and come back to the video and I'll talk with you guys then. But like I said, I'm en route. I'm heading up this way to start looking for some whitetails. That's gonna be our main point for this. We're gonna go ahead, probably do this mission and show you guys how to complete this first mission, and then the next episode we'll go ahead and cover more about what missions we should go ahead and pursue next. So hopefully you guys are enjoying so far. If you guys are, smash that like button and let me know if I forgot anything down below. We can go ahead and cover that on the next video. I'm gonna go ahead and get right into this hunt, try to harvest our first whitetail or even pheasant, rabbit, or whatever that may be. So let's go ahead and find some animals here. All right, there it is right there. Mule deer. Okay, so we got a mule deer, actually could be our first harvest here. And real quick before we get too far into this, once you get a call, you can go ahead and hit map and go ahead and mark it right here on your map. That'll show up on your hunt mate. See where my dot was, and you can see where he is calling from. It's pretty close. The only reason I'm marking them right now is so I can go ahead and show you guys this right here. Here is a set of tracks. So we're gonna go ahead and click on those. That's a mule deer roaming. So there's a couple other mule deer that are heading this way. These indicate that these are tracks of animals, and it gives you kind of a cone on your hunt mate right here. So in order to do that, you can go ahead and just click your shoot button, your left mouse, and it says roaming, and those are some deer turds. So we're gonna go ahead and peek over this ridge real quick, because as you guys can hear that grunt call, and all you have to do is go ahead and pull out your hunt mate with that tab button again, and go ahead and left click on your mouse, and that will go ahead and pull up the location of where he is at, or where that call came from, as you could say. So he was right over top of this hill across the road. But another thing is you guys want to go ahead and remember is I don't have hardly any camo on. Oh, right there. What's that? Is that him? Yep, that's him right there. That could be our first mule deer buck right there. So now that we have laid eyes on him, we can go ahead and give him a call. So you pull out your bleat call, hit the left mouse button, and it will go. There goes a bunny. See, there goes a rabbit right there. See, we could get out the shotgun and shoot him right now. Take him. You know what? If we did that, we'd spook everything else around us. And I want to get that mule deer buck. So wherever I just hit that call from, oh my goodness, you can't zoom with the scope. Oh boy, this is gonna be rough. So now that I called for him right behind me there, that is gonna be where he's attracted to. So that's going to be the spot where he's going to come if he gets attracted. And another great thing to remember is hurry up tab. We got another grunt call. Mule deer roaming. Okay, so we have multiple mule deer. So I just collected a new track right there, and that indicates that there's a different mule deer buck coming along with this buck, because the other one that we marked was right here in front of us. And another thing I was getting into is if you hit X, you can move your neck all extra disc like, and you can look around you, which is a really cool feature. But we have multiple bucks coming in right now. Right there. There's our buck. There's a buck right there. There he is. That's a decent looking mule deer buck. That's not bad for what could be our first one. It's not a whitetail, but I'll take it. I really want to be patient here though, because I'm pretty sure there's more than one coming in. But I don't want to give myself away. And here's another great time to go ahead and show you the hunt mate here. You go ahead and, oops. I don't quite remember what button it is. G. You go ahead and hold G here. You can go ahead and play 2 games right here. Lane Bandit or Bust Through. You can just play Bust Through. But then you get Camo View right here. And this shows you how concealed you are for this area. And as you can tell, I'm not concealed at all. Literally none. At all. So he is stood right freaking there. We got to remember though, there could be more than one. I'm pretty sure there is. That's something we would definitely want to take into effect. And I don't want to get walked up on by another one. There's a deer. Here looks like a mule deer doe way out in the distance. Way out there. So he's offering a decent shot for us. I know we can get a single long hit. But this is our first buck that we've seen. I don't want to take him and end up missing out on a bigger one. But this is a great way to start the hunt. And we see a rabbit right over there. I think we might get ready to take a shot here. Oh, there's another one. Is that another one right there? I thought I just seen maybe another set of horns. No. Ooh, what do we got? There's another mule deer buck far out, far out. I don't think there's any way we'll be able to see him. I don't want to spook this one. No, he's going to be way out there. These mule deer are actually pretty freaking close to being down here. I'm going to wait for this one buck. He should come over, get right up on this road right here in front of us. All right, guys, so we're just going to hang tight. So this is the long part right here. Is every once in a while you want to give out a nice call. It is a waiting game, and you really want to listen. You guys really want to have your headset turned up right here, because if there is another buck and he's closer to you, you're going to want to definitely be aware of your surroundings. But I think this one might be alone, but we do have another one calling off in the distance. I lost visual of this one, so we're just going to go ahead and hang out, take our time. I really don't want to be standing up for too long here. I'm just trying to see if I can see anything else around me. So we're going to go ahead and wait, because we lost visual of him right here, and I did not hear him spook. You'll actually hear him spook if he's within a certain amount of range of you. So we're going to go ahead and hang tight. Oh my God, he's right here. Oh boy. He's right here. All right, so now is where it gets fun, you guys. We got it. We got something in range, and we feel comfortable taking the shot. So what we're going to go ahead and do is, don't spook. So space is to hold your breath. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get ready. You guys can hear him, actually. Listen. You can hear him walking. So prone is where you're going to get the best accuracy. So we're going to go ahead and stand up real quick. Space is to hold your breath. Put it in the kill shot area, and we took a shot. Our first shot. I don't know how well of a... Oh, it looked like he went down. Did he go down? That was very rushed, you guys. I went for a single lung. I'm not too sure what we got there. I don't see him running. All right. We may have just got our first mule deer buck. Our first animal. All right. So like I said before, is you guys can pick up tracks. We're going to come over here. We're going to go ahead and grab this right here. This is some blood right here, and it looks like a body hit. You guys will learn more about those in the future. Oh, no. That was a solid hit. Where did we hit him? He didn't go far at all. So when I thought he went down, he actually did go down. So we got our first mule deer buck down right here. And that was very, very rushed. And we hit him really high. Kind of looks like we shot him in the neck. But we did get a single lung hit. It looked like body blood for some reason. Okay. Excuse me. So the animal score is the very bottom, 162.4, which is a decent sized mule deer buck. I would consider a giant mule deer buck over 200 for his score. But here's everything you need to know. So right here, trophy shot. So we can go ahead and go ahead and click your trophy shot. We got an achievement for our first mule deer buck. If you hit space, you can go ahead and pick up his head. You can go ahead and move him around, position him however you would like. And then you can go ahead and grab your guy, go ahead and turn him like this. We got our first harvest. Awesome. Good stuff. And we can go ahead and get a nice trophy shot like that. So there is our first harvest with the new hunter. So now you got filters up here to go ahead and change the look of it. I'm going to keep it normal. So I'm going to accept, and this is going to save somewheres in your computer. I believe mine saves under my videos, and then it's labeled the Hunter Classic. So then you can go ahead and click there and see all your photos. But here you can taxarize with GMs or EMs, and that's if you own a trophy lodge and you have to purchase a trophy lodge. We'll get more into that when we explain more about the store, but we're just going to sell them. 76 GMs. We got our first money going. And now that we shot, you guys, we got to remember, all the animals around this way are spooked. They took off running. So now what you're going to want to do is go ahead and head in a different direction. And I'm going to go ahead and continue on with my course going this way and looking for our whitetail, because that is our mission. This video could be pretty freaking long, but I don't even care. I'm over it. We're having fun. We got our first mule deer down. Let's go ahead and see if we can get another whitetail down real quick. Get our first whitetail and go ahead and complete these missions. So we can go ahead and unlock mule deer missions and all the other missions like that. Now, if you guys wanted to, you go around and start blasting these rabbits. There's this area right through here where I'm walking is absolutely an abundance of rabbits in this area, and that's some decent money right there. But and again, you got to remember, you're spooking everything when you're shooting your gun. So you can go both ways with this, but we're going to stick with missions. I'm going to stick with trying to find a whitetail. So let's go ahead and try to find a whitetail, and we'll go ahead and tune in with you guys and check base and show you guys when we find a whitetail. Maybe I hope maybe we can do this with any whitetail. We can go ahead and get things wrapped up. We can go ahead and continue on and get some more episodes out there for you guys. So go ahead and hang tight, guys. We're gonna go ahead and try to locate ourselves a whitetail doe or whitetail buck. All right, guys, I think we finally got close enough here. I've been crawling for a long while to get close to these mule deer bucks. This looks like the bachelor group, and for some people who don't know, and this bachelor group is gonna have about 5 mule deer bucks in it. 5. Ranging from small all the way up to, there could be a really decent mule deer buck in here. I'm talking maybe like a 180s or higher, and it looks like there's a couple good ones in there right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and give a call and see if we can't get the attention of these deer and bring them over that hill line right there, and we can go ahead and pick out the biggest one in the group and see what he is, see if there's a big enough one here. We definitely want to take advantage when you find stuff like this. And this is all because I was walking slow. I was walking at a very slow pace, and I was scouting, and I just happened to see these things down in this ravine because I was staying up on the high side of the mountains, getting a really good vantage and looking over the land. So we just gave out a call. They're making their way in. I see 3 right now, and I know there's a 4th right there. So there's a couple good bucks in this group. There's a couple good bucks. So I'm gonna go ahead and let time play out. This video is gonna be pretty long, so bear with me here, you guys. I'll see you guys when we're about to take a shot. I'll just see you guys. So all I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna lay prone here and give a call off every once in a while, just so I know that they stay attracted. And in between giving out these calls, I'm gonna sit here with my binoculars up and just kind of pick out what I think the biggest one in this 4. I believe there's 4 right here. Yep, there's 4. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that, and we're going to do this and get some extra money. Yeah, I don't see any more coming in. So it's safe to say that I believe it's just them 5. See right there, mule deer tracking, and that's because I've been clicking on their calls. So I'm going to take him real quick. He's down. And they all ran. Okay, we got 2. Okay, you guys will get to that. We'll get to that kind of stuff later. But we went ahead and we just put 2 shots down on 2 different mule deer bucks there, and that is something else that you can do, but it's risky because you could wound them, and then you're leading into a very long track job and so forth and so on. But we have another mule deer buck down right here. Let's go ahead and pick him up real quick. We got perfect heart shot him at 46 meters, and this one scored 139.5. So not a giant. So we're just going to go ahead and resume our game, and we're going to go ahead and sell him for 64 GMs. So far, so good. We're making money. We got another mule deer buck down, and let's go ahead. And another important thing is when you're tracking really goes ahead and brings up your skills. So we're going to definitely want to track this one and go ahead and try to pick up every track of this mule deer buck as we go. So we're going to look for some blood. We're on blood right there. He is fleeing. And we're going to go ahead and try to follow this cone shape and see if we can't go ahead and track down this mule deer buck. All right, guys. So I'm pretty sure we're about to come up on our first whitetail deer, and a lot has happened. Oh, it's a buck. A lot has happened. So last time you guys seen, I was tracking down a mule deer buck that we went ahead and we took a random Hail Mary shot on. I ended up not finding him because I ended up finding my dream animal. And my dream animal will be in a video, and I absolutely crushed my dream animal. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this doe real quick. Hopefully this counts for our mission. She is down. We spotted a whitetail deer. Now we gotta remember to pick up 3 of her tracks before we go ahead and harvest those. But anyways, you guys, so I'm so sorry about that mule deer. I don't even know. I'm so freaking excited about what just happened, and I literally was shaking because I got to go ahead and harvest my dream rare animal in the Hunter Classic, and that will be out soon as a video for you guys. But we finally complete our missions here, and here they are coming through, giving us some money, and this goes ahead and unlocks more missions for us to go ahead and do. It's only a doe. It's the first whitetail I come across. We absolutely crushed her. Score of 0, and we don't get any money for this, but we went ahead and we got an achievement for our first whitetail deer. 2 missions complete, and I believe we should get to harvest our whitetail deer, and that goes ahead and wraps it up for our first episode of Rookie Hunter. It's been a very long episode. Like I said, you guys, if you guys want to know, I can't even speak right now because of how excited I am about this rare that we just actually shot and on our rookie account, and how the shot played out, the shot we made on it, the situation and everything. I was literally sweating, and I still am because I'm so excited about this. So I really hope you guys enjoyed, and I really hope you guys are excited for more of these rookie playthroughs, this playthrough of the game, doing the missions, getting everything done like I have on my main account, but with you guys. And you guys will be along with us throughout the whole entire way. I might do some live streams of this and then go ahead and pull the video from the live stream and upload it as episodes, but we'll go ahead and see how things work out. So I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, go ahead and please smash that like button. It really does help us out a lot. So next time we're going to go ahead and pick up some more missions and go from there and see what else we can find. So until next time, you guys, we'll see you guys out there.